I got up about 3:45 this morning. Just knew I had to get up in the 4 o'clock range, and if I woke up, might as well get up, right? So I've been up actually talking with Mark.
Right.
Out of New Zealand over there, yeah.
Right. In fact, he's just joining now.
And there we go.
I don't know how this guy does it. 4 hours of the day and night.
I don't think he sleeps.
Hey,
I don't
Mark.
think he sleeps. I don't think he leaves the house. I think he. I think he's tied to his desk there somehow, some way.
We're
He's
talking
probably
about Mark, by the way.
Yeah,
I thought it could have been.
I think he's got one of those bracelets on his ankle, and so he has to stay home.
You have to report somewhere every month, Mark.
I don't have a girlfriend.
What? I'm talking about bloody girlfriends.
Yeah, no. No, I've been good for many years.
Hello, Andrew.
Good evening, Andrew. Nice to see you.
Good to be here. Thank you, Peter.
Jeffrey, the masked marketer. Nice to see you, mate.
Hi there, guys. Oh, it's an old boy show, is it? Oh, there's Yvonne coming in.
No, Yvonne's here.
And
She's
Lisa's
classing the place
joined us
up
too.
for us.
Add a bit of class.
So,
Yeah, the
Good
women come in
morning. Good
fashionably
morning,
late.
everyone.
There we go.
Good
Hello,
morning.
Hi, Lisa.
hello, Yvonne. Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Good, because it was an all-men show until you two turned up. Thank goodness for that.
We couldn't allow it. You'd be having too much fun without us.
Needed a couple roses amongst all the thorns.
That's
Well,
right.
a rose is only as good as the thorns. You know that, John, right?
Well, see, you two ladies keep the rest of us thorns in line.
I like
Rose
that.
is only as good as the thorn.
I like that.
Yes. Yes. More thorns, they smell better.
Oh, is that real? Is that the truth?
Not really.
Oh, I'm like,
I was starting to believe you, Yvonne. I think it happened that way.
It's now. It's truthful now.
It's from now on.
yeah, exactly.
We're gullible us guys are. We all believed it.
See how much faith we put in you, Yvonne. We believe everything you say.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I'm going to research it. There might be some truth to it.
Maybe.
Anthony, nice to see you.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Good.
How's everyone?
Hey, Anthony.
Doing well.
Good.
Excellent.
So Santa was sick for a while, huh?
Well, yeah, there's reoccurring sinus issues, and they've just been knocking me for a loop. And the phlebotomist came out. She goes, "Santa's here! Hey, come on, Santa, let's go!" And I forgot that I'd given her my business card, and she keeps it posted on her little bulletin board. So when the kids come in, she said, "You don't have to be afraid. Even Santa comes here."
Oh, cute.
Aw.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
That is a really good story. Okay.
Nice.
All right, let's get started. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Your Next Level Mastermind. It's episode number 105. And our topic for today is, what do you enjoy most and least about your business? But before we get on to that topic, there's some people here who are going to share a little about what they do with their business. And I strongly, strongly urge you and encourage you to please check out their links that will be below the video when you're watching the replay. Go and talk to these people. Don't just message them. Don't just look at the link and think, oh, yeah, one of these days I'll do it. Do it, and do it now. Otherwise, you won't do it at all. And these people are good at what they do, and they're there to serve you and to help you in any way they can. And I say this many, many times, and I say it again. You don't know who they know, okay? And they may be just the business person or business opportunity or business service that you need, or they may know somebody who is ideal for you. One of those two is almost certain to be there. So please, I urge everybody who's watching this, especially on YouTube, to make sure you go through and click the links and talk with these people. Don't just message them. Set up a time. They've got calendar links, all that sort of stuff. Set up a time to talk to them. I can assure you it'll be worth your while to do that. Okay, so any further ado, we're going to let them introduce each other. Or not each other, sorry, introduce themselves. Now, that'd be a good thing, introduce each other. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I'll think about that. Anyway, my little head's twinkling.
Yeah. It's I can hear the wheels turning.
Because it could be interesting. Okay, Fred, will you introduce Pat? I'm not
that would be, for another episode, that would be really, really
I'm
interesting.
just thinking maybe we should play with that. See how we go.
Oh, absolutely. I think so.
Yeah.
Get to know each other a little bit better. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I want to make sure that each of you have reached out and at least spoken to each other. At least once, if not more than that, to get to know each other.
Exactly.
So without any further ado, let's start with people introducing themselves and what they do and how they do it, why they do it, and what they're looking for this week in particular. Let's start with you, Pat, followed by Fred Gillen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Dreyer from Phoenix, Arizona in the United States. And I'm in network marketing with a company called My Daily Choice. Now, network marketing, in my opinion, is without a doubt the best way to start a home business, attain freedom, and own your life. So what do? I show people how to make money. I show them how using network marketing as the vehicle. It's really just a business in a box anyway. And we have a system that's so simple, anybody can do it. It doesn't require selling. And the best part is it doesn't take much of your time. There's 3 simple steps. And once you learn these skills, you'll never have to work for someone else ever again. And like Peter said, it's not meeting me and meeting who I am. It's who you know. And who do you know that needs to make extra money? We can certainly help them. Now, the only thing that's required is desire and commitment. And that's like any other thing. So if you're interested, I'll get you some information. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you as well. Fred Gillen, followed by Yvonne.
Thanks, Peter. Fred Gillen. I run a digital agency called More Marketing Ideas from my home office in Melbourne. And that's what I actually do. I'm not going to do what I did last meeting where I just kept repeating more marketing ideas because people really just get fed up hearing more marketing ideas all the time. And that's why I just don't keep saying more marketing ideas because who knows what more marketing ideas is going to deliver next week. All you need to do is to find out is to go to moremarketingideas.com and touch base with me. But all my details are in the chat because really all I do is give people more marketing ideas. So that's it. That's Fred Gillen from More Marketing Ideas.
Thanks, Fred.
Hey, Fred, do you have more marketing ideas?
Yeah, I wonder, can you just clarify, what do you do?
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Well done, Fred. Thank you. Yvonne Jones, followed by John Allen.
Hello, everyone. I am Yvonne A. Jones of 50andwisercoaching.com and the 50 and Wiser community on Facebook. I am here in Central Florida, about 40 miles south of Disney World. And I specialize in working with mature female entrepreneurs to help them create those wow experiences and memorable moments that not only attract their clients, but keep them, retain them, so that they're able to work with the clients that they love. This week, I am looking for, you know what? I have no special request, just to talk. I've had the pleasure of connecting with Lisa on LinkedIn. And if anyone, Mark and a few others of you, if we haven't connected on LinkedIn, I'd love to do that. And I have a suggestion, Peter, at the end, and I'd love to hear what everybody thinks about it, if I may, at the end.
I'll come back to you. Okay, thank you, Yvonne, very much. Always appreciate your input. John Allen, followed by Jeff Field.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you're in the country. I'm John D. Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching from London, Ontario, the one without the big bridge and without the big clock. I specialize in helping coaches get more conversion from the leads they've already got. You know, I'm not in the lead gen business, never have been, never will be. But people are leaving so much money on the table that it isn't funny. I know when I first saw this, it was holy crap. Couldn't believe all the money that's being left on the table. So what I do is show people how they could get more leads, or more conversions rather, from the leads they've already got. Say you were getting 2 out of 10. If you got 4 out of 10, you just doubled your business. It can be that easy. Am I the right person for everybody? Not a chance. But what I do is have a talk with people to see where you are. If I can help you, that's great. If I can't, I'll be glad to tell you that as well. Possibly point you in the right direction. So if you're open to having a call, give me a shout and let's get together. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, John. Make sure your links are in the chat, mate. Okay.
They are.
Jeff Veal, followed by Lisa.
Hello, everybody. This is Jeff Veal, the business guru, commonly known as the mass marketer. I'm the guy that gives away thousands and thousands of dollars worth of secrets in my special group. The link is in the chat. So have a look at the group. There's 140 guides there and something like 50 PDFs on how to grow your business. And as John said earlier, it's basically just the little things, those 1%, little things you can do. We have a course where we can double your business in 90 days or less. But imagine if you only made an extra 10% and your turnover was $1 million, that would be 100,000 that you're leaving on the table. So guys, reach out, let's have a chat, and I'll show you how to get more business in your business. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Lisa McClellan, followed by Mark.
Hey everyone, nice to see you all. I'm Lisa from close to Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I'm a nurse, psychotherapist, massage therapist, and fitness champ and previous fitness model. I help frustrated, emotionally reactive people pleaser women by breaking negative habits, addressing old beliefs, and having a guilt-free me time. Because we're all interested in that as women, and implementing simple systems of order and predictability to get that me time and the confidence to say no. So if you know anyone who is interested in saying no more often, then send them my way.
Thank you, Lisa. Fitness model, yes?
Yeah, I was in a couple magazines. I don't know if you've ever heard of Oxygen. It's an older magazine. It's not around anymore, but
I thought I breathed it every day.
well, yes, you breathe it, but do you read it?
No. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lisa. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Mark Inkster, followed by Andrew Kavanagh.
Yeah, I'm from New Zealand and I'm a wealth making opportunities consultant and entrepreneur, and founder of the Strangers Community, a not-for-profit charity, which we're concentrating on at the moment. And, so, yeah, we're looking for coaches. We're looking selling our training packages at the moment. We're looking for investments and that and startups. I consult to a few companies, some really good opportunities. So talk to me if you're thinking about growing your portfolio. That's about me.
Okay, thank you, Mark, very much. Andrew Kavanagh, followed by Santa Claus.
Good evening, all. Good morning, all. Andrew Kavanagh from Wise Choices in Queensland, Australia. And I have business owners, business leaders in the hospitality and service-based industries to address their staffing and their employment challenges. I do this by empowering their team members, enabling them to get greater satisfaction and the business to perform more efficiently and effectively. My area of expertise is in the systemization of the business with great communication, enabling leaders and their team members to achieve their own personal and business goals. Based on the philosophy of Michael Gerber and his E-Myth, that systems run the business and people run the systems. And I might add that more recently, David Jennings in his quite magnificent book, Systemology, which has taken that to another level. The unique elements I bring is that team members actually grow in their own self-worth and their job satisfaction through their own self-empowerment. Andrew Kavanagh from Wise Choices. I'm here to help business owners, business leaders to get themselves out of their business and turn their business into an absolute powerhouse, running itself the greatest investment they'll ever have. Thank you.
Well said, Andrew. Thank you very much indeed. Santa Claus, Anthony Pacelli.
Well, hello, everyone. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. Good to be here. And oh, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be here or not today, but I am here, and I am, if I had my bells, I'd ring them to let you know that I'm here with my bells on. Oh, boy. So, as a Santa, I want to be able to make myself available to you 365 days a year, not just one day. So, who do you know that would love a visit from Santa? You know, I'm coordinating visits from Santa all year round via Zoom. 15, 30-minute Zoom sessions, whatever you would prefer, you know, private visits in the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece or a nephew or a grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in, you know, a birthday greeting or a special message from Santa? Hey, why not even a coworker? Hey, Jim, great sales work this week. Oh, I tell you, unbelievable. You know, it's wonderful to get those kind of messages all the time. But how about this? I love to help people get together. Do you have that special someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, let Santa come and help make that special moment even more special. Imagine that, backing you up if you're nervous, or just being there with that little extra spark to help you say the proper words. When you say, "Will you marry me?" Oh boy, I tell you, there is nothing more special than spending time with folks like that. Well, starting, I was supposed to start this month, but I'm a little behind schedule. On my Facebook page, Santa's doing something special. I'm doing story time for the children. Every Friday at 10 a.m. I'll be starting. I have to push it back to April now, but I'll be starting in April with Story Time with Santa. I'll read a story at 10 o'clock every morning on my Facebook page. The link is in the chat section there. And, you know, I'm also available for photography sessions, in-person events. Hey, why not put Santa in a commercial? Oh, I tell you, you know, he motivates me when I see those commercials, especially all those M&Ms. I want to meet those guys. But anyway, you know, if you have any questions, you want to get together with me, hey, you know anybody that's an event coordinator? Send them my way. I'd love to speak with them. Well, another thing that Santa does to help pay for the reindeer feed is I do voiceover work. You know, I've been doing it for a decade and a half now. I work with web video producers, instructional designers, audio producers to help them create friendly and engaging and trustworthy training videos, web explainer videos. I even do voicemail and on-hold messages, you know. And everyone benefits by having engaging videos, creating optimal learning environments for employees and clients, and friendly and trustworthy on-hold messages for phone systems. You know, and the one thing I love about it is I love the sheer joy I get from helping others. That's the key, is helping others. And that's what we're all here for, right? To help others. And I tell you, oh, there is nothing more satisfying than helping someone achieve what they want. Anyway, all that information's in the chat box as well. Reach out. I look so forward to talking with you.
Thank you very much, Santa. I'll put you last.
Wow, Santa. And I thought you were busy around Christmas. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Santa has to get, you know, the cost of reindeer feed has just gone up so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we get on to the topic, I've got some apologies here. Carol Davids asked to apologise. She's still having major problems, Fred, with the Zoom camera business, and she just wanted to get it right. And we met last night to try and get it sorted out. We couldn't do it, and she reinstalled the program, wouldn't work. So she sends her apologies. Penny Candy, she's still recovering. Sends her love to you. She's hoping to be with us next week. Janet Pacelli, obviously she's tied up with work, I presume. She's been to the medical with you this morning, Anthony, right?
Yes.
Pat Kern, Pat Kern sent me a message saying not sure whether he'd be here because he's not sure where he's going to be. So I thought I'd leave it with Pat. And Joy Healy said that she'll be here next week. She wanted to be here this week, but she couldn't make it because she's not feeling very well at all. She's been out of sorts for the last 2 or 3 weeks. All right. Our topic put out today, what do you enjoy most and least about your business? But before we do that, okay, and I'll just click the reactions button at the bottom and put your hand up and I'll take you in the order. Yvonne, I'll come back to you. You had a question.
Hi, Peter. Thank you. It was kind of like a suggestion. Okay, here's the thing. I know on LinkedIn, several of us are on LinkedIn, and I'm not a big fan of tagging. I do it occasionally, but I'm not a really big fan of tagging. And I'm just wondering, because we spend so much time together here each week, how can we support each other? Whether it's on, well, I'll say LinkedIn. Maybe I'm a little bit selfish with that because it's my favorite platform. But if anyone else has any other ideas, how can we support each other? I know there are people who have these groups where, you know, you send out a list of the people who put a post out. That can be time consuming, but just ideas. How can we look out for each other's posts so that we can support each other and increase? Because the algorithms, LinkedIn algorithms will increase depending on, or it's influenced by how many people react to your post. So I just thought, you know, we have a core group here. How many of us are on LinkedIn that we can kind of look out for each other's posts and give each other a little bit more support without the tagging process? Because it doesn't all, I personally will tag occasionally, but I don't like to do it all the time.
It's interesting. I tag people on LinkedIn when I put short stories up there. Not with videos, but just with short stories, because there's a lot of people who followed my stories for a long time. So I tag them. Mm-hmm. And I'll also then add in 2 or 3 people who have appointments with coming up in the next week that I haven't had a chance to talk to yet. So they can have a look at some posts that I've got and at the same time join some other networks. But I'm happy to work with you, and people like Pat, you focus on Facebook rather than LinkedIn. Is that correct, Pat? Right?
Yeah, I do. Facebook is pretty much all I do, and only because there's like 3 million people in it.
Yeah,
more or billion. I'm sorry, big B.
Anyway, well, let's think about it, Yvonne.
I know with LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I'm a LinkedIn person.
Yeah,
me too.
Guys, I've got a simple idea for you, all of you. You ready? Most of you are probably familiar now with ChatGPT. If you're not, you should be. Go to ChatGPT and say, give me, tell it something along the lines of, this is a rough version, right? Give me a glowing review on my friend Yvonne Jones or whatever. And the in 10 seconds, GPT will do much better than what I could ever do. It'll do a little review. I cut and paste it, whack it up for Yvonne as a recommendation, and that helps Yvonne. If we all do that for each other, we'd all have 10 more reviews. Pretty simple stuff, guys. Take you 30 minutes to do the whole lot of us.
That's good.
Yeah. The only thing with LinkedIn, though, Yvonne, you're right, is the post engagement is more so what we want, because recommendations are great, but it doesn't get the stuff that you've just spent an hour writing about.
Right, and it's about within, they need a response within, like, they look out for like who responded within an hour of your posting, because then it indicates to LinkedIn that your post is relevant to a particular audience. But again, I don't want to introduce anything that's time consuming. I've been in networking groups like this, and they have this day where it's like 40, 50 people. Nobody has time to go through 50 posts and write. And I like to write a good comment, not just good post. That's not a comment as far as I'm concerned. So nobody has time for all of that. But, you know, it's just, I don't want to take up the time here, Peter, but I just thought I'd throw it out. And if people who are active on LinkedIn, like John, Andrew, Mark, I know Pat is on it, Lisa, all, you know, those of us who are active on LinkedIn, if you could kind of come up ideas, maybe throw those ideas, send those to you, and then we can talk about it next week.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
That sounds good. Please.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I'm actually part of a group. It's only a small group. We actually meet fortnightly. There's 5 of us in the group. And we actually have a LinkedIn group as well, so that when we put up a post, we actually put a message in that LinkedIn group. So it's part of our day is to look out for people putting posts up. As you said, Yvonne, that first hour, first 90 minutes is critical. And the understanding we have is that you respond when somebody comments on your post, first thing to do is to comment back and then to like the original comments. That makes sense? So if I put a post up, you put a comment on there and then you like it in that order. And a couple of guys in the group, they've been very, very active in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And they have definitely got noticed. And a lot of other people are now coming into the group. And that was just 5 of us. So what you're suggesting, Yvonne, is sensational. It's really a case of saying, where are we going to tell each other when we've put something up? So that there's actually, and obviously with the link, so we can just go click, go straight there, put the comments and the like.
That's a great idea.
That's awesome, Andrew. I like that.
Yeah. And even everyone who's on Facebook, it's the same rules apply. If you have someone comment the first hour, or I guess maybe even 90 minutes, you get more traction on that post too. So it's the algorithms are probably all the same. So whether we...
And it has to be more than just a couple of words.
Yeah.
Not great post. That doesn't count.
Exactly.
Interesting, because I get more engagement on the second day rather than the first hour.
Yeah, it's okay to get that, but as far as the LinkedIn algorithms goes, it's within the first 90 minutes is what they look at. I mean, my posts get noticed somehow because I get invited to things by LinkedIn, you know, to contribute to articles and so forth. Not that I really do it, but yeah. But I just thought if we could help each other. Sorry.
Oh, you can warm the algorithm up by going in and commenting about 10 times on different people's posts before you post yourself as well.
Yeah, you're right. That works too.
Absolutely.
Okay, message me and we'll put something together, see what we can do. Good idea. Thank you, Yvonne, very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, what do you enjoy most and least about your business? John, you were first with your hand up, so over to you.
Basically, what I love most about the business is interacting with clients, you know, helping them achieve their goals. What I like the least about it is if a client leaves early before the whole program is done or they've got the results that they should be getting. Because for whatever reasons people leave, whether they're not getting what they feel is they're not getting the help from you or whatever, can be very frustrating. So that's what I find is the best and the least.
Okay, thank you, John. Andrew.
Not dissimilar to that. What I love most is that I get to actually choose who I work with. And has not been something historically in the businesses I've run, where you kind of just want to take on as many clients as possible. And when we sold our business last year, it was a promise I made to myself that I will only work with people that resonate with me and have similar values. Those, important to me, those of integrity. The freedom to be able to do that, being fully responsibility. If I'm incredibly successful, I get all of the rewards. If I'm not, then it's up to me to get out there and work a little bit harder. On the downside, as the business has been growing, having to do things which are outside of my area of genius. And that area of genius is when I'm in front of people, extracting information out of people, really digging deep into what is at the core of their challenges, and being able to work with them to fix those problems. When you're not working, when you're not working with the right client, when you're working with that person who doesn't show up, non-committal, don't take action, that's frustration. I don't need in my life anymore. So I'm just not inviting it in anymore. Good place to be.
Andrew. None of us do. Good point. Thank you. Okay, Santa Claus.
Well, what I like most about what I do is, as I said earlier, is that bringing that shared joy to other people. The joy of meeting people, talking with people, and saying hello, and just touching them in a special way, in a way that they weren't anticipating or whatever, and just bringing happiness to other people. That's the sheer joy of what I do, and that's why I do it. What do I hate? What do I like least about what I'm doing is reaching out, trying to find those people. I have to search and try to find someone who wants to hire Santa and all this and whatever, and and it just sometimes when you come up dry, that's the worst part, coming up dry. And but just got to keep on searching, and you don't give up. As Winston Churchill said, never give up. And it's just something that I have to do. And but the good overwrites all of the bad.
Thank you, Santa Claus. Pat Dryer.
Well, it's easy to get started. I meet the most amazing people, and built right, this business can offer the freedom that people only dream of. What do they like least about the business? Yeah, I think it's been covered on. It's the people that you meet, and they get in and they don't do anything, and they find that it's not what they wanted, and it didn't happen to them. And so they blame everything except themselves, and they just didn't do anything, and they have an excuse for everything. But self-accountability is really what we're looking for when we do work with people. So like Andrew said, I get to choose the people I work with. So I'm sorry, that's a good thing. Least is not having to work with people with all that stinking thinking. As much as you can try to change it with different books and things, if they'll stick around long enough, there's hope you can change the way they think. So I guess that's it.
You can't change the way people think, can you?
If they want to, you can.
Yeah, but you can't change. They've got to do it. You can't do it for them.
You're absolutely right.
There has to be a want to change.
I can put the tools in front of them.
Yeah, good point.
Right.
Well said, Pat. Yvonne Jones.
Thank you, Peter. What I love most is similar to, I don't remember who said it at the beginning. I love talking with my clients. I think that was John. I love talking with my clients. I love getting their feedback. Of course, it makes me feel good that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. What frustrates me is that something that I'm passionate about, which you know about, I think everybody here knows about how passionate I am about building the strong relationships and helping individual business owners deliver those wow experiences. What frustrates me is that they know they need it, but they're not willing to spend to do it. So they're not willing to invest in themselves because for them, it's not, maybe the pain point hasn't got there, or they don't recognize it as the pain point. And as we're talking here, I can only help to show them. I can't tell them, you need this because you're not keeping your clients. So it has now got to the point where I've been doing this, and Peter is fully aware of this for years. And it has got to the point where I've just decided, you know what? I have to do what's good for me. So I'm looking at changing my focus at this point. It saddens me, it frustrates me because I know they need it, but they don't see that they need it, and I can't make them.
I can relate to that. Thank you, Yvonne. Lisa McClellan, before you say a word, you mentioned guilt-free me time, right?
Yep.
That doesn't just apply to female, that also applies to males, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking from me being a female, and a lot of women seem to want to put everyone and everything else before themselves and have this weird guilt around it. It's like, but do you experience that, Peter? Is that why you mentioned it?
Yes, that's why I asked.
Why do you feel guilty?
We'll get on a session together and we'll talk it through. I feel guilty because I hold myself to a standard that sometimes is impossible to reach and maintain. I'm no longer 57, I'm 77, I've got to start accepting that fact. That's my biggest challenge, to be quite frank. Totally honest with you, all right? Anyway, Lisa, you're ducking from the question. What do you like most and least? You thought you were going to get away with it, didn't you?
Well, I was going to say, a lot of great answers, like especially Yvonne, what you said, you love the clients, like getting that wow factor and that experience. But what I do really enjoy is the fact that I can just work from home. So I'm used to just going to a job and, wasting time in a vehicle, which before was like an hour and a half of my entire day. So I like being at home. And I also am a very empathic person. So I have a lot of sensory. So sometimes when I'm around too many people, it's almost like this sensory overload, which is uncomfortable and not my favorite. So I enjoy being here, having the screen in front of me so that I'm not taking on everyone else's energies or frustrations or whatever it happens to be. So I love that. However, the paradox of life is I actually miss that. So working from home, I don't get to be around other people, which weirdly, even though it makes me feel uncomfortable, people really lift me up too. So, I mean, you just gotta do it, I guess. You gotta be around the people. So yeah.
Well said. Well said. Thank you, Lisa. Fred Gillen.
Yeah, I didn't have my hand up.
You have no
For more
choice,
marketing
Fred.
ideas.
Maybe you turned up.
It's pretty much the same. Like I get a buzz out of when we actually deliver what we plan to deliver, so that the client gets what they expected and it works. And you can see the light go on in their eyes, when you talk to them and whatever, because we've actually achieved something that they wanted to achieve. Not something I wanted to achieve, it's just something they wanted to achieve and I help them do it. So that's where I get my buzz, and that's what keeps me doing what I'm doing, because, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it. You should be doing something else. But what really gets my goat is probably a bit like what everybody else is saying. It's like the people that expect things to be done for them all the time and aren't prepared to pull the finger out and do some of the work themselves. So it's just like they expect everything to happen, and then they want to go home and just, sit on the couch or do nothing or whatever. And when they don't get the outcomes, because 90% of the outcomes are delivered by the clients, not by not by us, not by the technical providers or the coaches or whatever. 90% of the outcomes come from the clients themselves, because they know their product and they know their service better than we do. So, but when they don't want to do the work, it ain't going to happen. So that's probably, and I think everybody's on the same planet with that. Everybody's saying similar thoughts and similar sayings. Is if they don't want to take ownership of what they want to do, then it's never going to work, and that annoys me.
Before I get to anyone else, Mark, you haven't said anything yet, and neither of you, Jeffrey, you want to contribute because you haven't got your hands up.
Yeah, I will.
It doesn't seem to matter anymore, does it?
Yeah. Guys, I wish this show, I really do wish this show was R-rated because I could really let loose what I really think. However, I'll keep it. You know, like what is it? PG. All right, guys. In the chat, I just put something in the chat. If you have a look over there.
Just looking.
What's that again?
Sorry, I was just looking at it, thinking, what are those numbers?
Yeah. Okay. What they are, I'm about to tell you. I was about to leave Australia back in 2013. I had a guts full. I'm getting out, right? So I said to all my mates, I'm going to make $1 million this month before I leave. And of course, 50 of them, they all laughed at me, ha, ha, ha. And guess what, guys? I failed. I only made $870,000, right? And I put in my pocket, out of that, I put about $370,000 in my pocket in cash for 1 month's work. You got all these bloody bullshit millennial people saying, oh, I can get you a 10,000 month. I can get you a 10,000 day, providing you listen. And most people won't listen. I get pissed off to this extent. This is one of the analogies I use on people. I say, I can give you the hot water jug, right? The coffee, the milk, the sugar, the cup, even the water, but I can't turn the power on for you. You've got to flick the switch. In other words, you have to listen to what we tell you. When you hire me, listen to what I tell you and you'll make money. For example, you guys, if you were getting 10 deals a week and I got you 11 deals a week, you might say, oh, that's no big deal. It's only one. But if each deal was worth $2,000, right, that's $100,000 a year. And for me to do that for you, probably paid me $1,000, right? People just won't listen. And I'm pissed off because I got out at 60, I retired. Right. Then I got bought. I went and bought a sports car, got a penthouse, did all the bullshit. But I got bored. So I got dragged back in. And like Peter, I'm extremely passionate. I'm sure it keeps us young. It keeps us fired up. We'll probably live forever because we've got that passion in us. And that's what it's about, guys. But our clients, I swear to you guys, you can stand on a corner and hand out with a sign on your back saying $100 notes, $20 each, and nobody would take one. The world's so bloody cynical. They won't invest in themselves. With my catering business, guys, a suburban caterer working out of my bloody backyard, I turned over 5 million Aussie dollars a year, right? Guess what? I spent $6,000 a week on advertising. I can't get clients now to spend $600 a year, let alone $6,000 a week. So that's my rant for the day, guys. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Look forward to listening to the football with you. Yes, Lisa.
This is actually something that John has helped me with, and we went over a little while ago, is reason why. And I think that a lot of times people see the flashy thing and they want the thing and they buy, and they have an initial reason why, but then they kind of forget why they even hired someone. And so what I think is really important, and again, what John is helping with, is like continually, if there's a stagnant client, talking to them about, well, why did you even join this? Or why did you even contact me? Or why do you even want this? Because a lot of times we do the thing and we kind of just like go through the motion. But if we forget the deep down reason why, then we'll just let it all fall through. But if the reason why is always staring them in the face, like, I need money to pay for diapers, or I need whatever the situation is that's like imperative now, they kind of forget the reason why they've even come with you along the journey. So reigniting that why, or just reminding them, sometimes it's just the only thing that you need to do. It's not that they're lazy. It's not that they don't want the thing. It's they forget why they even wanted it in the first place.
Lisa, they're lazy.
Well said.
Well, there are lazy people too, but
lots of them.
But let me add something else in here. If you aren't prepared to invest in yourself, then you're going to attract the same sort of potential clients.
Yeah.
Think about that. If you aren't paying to invest in building your business, don't expect to attract people who want to invest with you. Okay?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Food for thought, because it's true. Okay?
You get what you give, yes.
Yeah, you do. Mark.
Yeah, I just love waking up every day and knowing that I'm working. Yeah,
That's a good start.
working towards my mission. and vision that I have, and that, and improving the planet, improving people's lives and stuff. So, and just laying down the basis for that to start happening, and also testing myself. And I like doing different as well than what's been done. And I love multitasking. And so it's just challenging myself, growing myself constantly, and that I'm always testing myself. And I like to get others to start doing it to themselves as well, and getting them to start thinking a little different as well, So, yeah, I enjoy doing that. And I don't like dishonest people, and that I find that they do a lot of damage, and that the amount of people that they bring down with them. And so, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Yogesh, nice to see you. What do you like most and least about business?
Microphone, Yogesh.
You're muted, my man. Are you driving? Oh, here you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're now
Turn it
muted
off.
again.
You mute yourself again.
Oh, come on.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Who is he?
You're back, Yogesh. Let's go. You're off again. Oh, what are you doing, Yogesh? You're turning it on, you're turning it off. You're like my girlfriend.
It just keeps showing it's turned off, so I don't know if it's on or off.
Keep talking.
Yeah,
mate.
Good now.
Go.
Play
Talk,
with
talk,
it.
talk.
Okay. What I like most and least. What I like most about my public speaking business is the transformation the clients have afterwards and how it impacts their life. What I like least is me having to keep doing the whole marketing and sales. And what I like about my other business, which is sourcing products in China, is every day I get to meet new people. Every day I get to look at new products, interesting products. And what I least like about it is there's a lot of walking to do. So that's it, my 2 cents for now.
Okay.
Yogesh, why don't you get an electric scooter, Yogesh? There's plenty of them over there.
Let me share 2 cents worth. What I enjoy most about my business is the people side of it. I love prospecting. I love meeting new people. I love talking with clients. I love surprising and helping people any way I possibly can. I am a people person. I love that. But that also brings up what I least like about my job and my work, and that is it's online only. I don't get the opportunity to face anybody, and I never can, because I've got a visa arrangement which stifles that. If I leave the country, I can't come back into Thailand anymore.
Wow.
Okay, so I can't physically talk and shake Fred Gillen by the hand, give John Allen a hug, Pat Dyer, whatever it is. That's what I would love to do, but I can't do it. That's what I like least about my business. It's got to be online or nothing. So anyway, any other thoughts before we close it off? And thank you for your contribution.
Wow,
Well,
Peter, I thought we had the prospect of meeting somewhere in the US. Now you've just dashed all of that completely.
Well,
But you could host retreats for all of us, and we could come to Thailand.
Absolutely. Amazing
Koh
Thailand.
Samui,
You'll love it.
that's pretty appealing.
I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm not leaving the country, right?
We could pitch a tent out there with the cows.
I don't think you want to come out here, but we could meet somewhere near on a beach or something, whatever. Anyway, okay. Any other thoughts before we go?
I've got a quick question. I just want to know something. Fred will know the answer. Fred, I use Calendly and you use Book Like a Boss. I've not looked into Book Like a Boss. What was your reason for using it, please?
I got a lifetime deal basically years ago with AppSumo.
Yeah, is it any good? Is it
I
equally
use it all the time.
together? Yeah, because I haven't had a look at it yet, but some of them are definitely better. Most people are on Calendly, which I find a bit boring. So I'm thinking about switching. you know, to something.
In book like a boss, it's got everything in it, so you can, like, especially with the paid version, you can actually, you know, sell products. You can sell time on it, which I do. So people want to book me, they go through there and they pay through Book Like a Boss. So I don't have to send them to a website to take payments or anything.
Right. Yeah, I'll look into it because I'm interested in switching over. That was my question. Thanks, Scott.
But I got a lifetime deal for $90 or something years ago.
Yeah.
So
I don't care what the cost is. To me, it's the cost of doing business. So you've got to pay what you've got to pay, right?
Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you next week. Have a good week ahead of you. I hope everything goes in a memorable fashion, in a way that you never expect. Okay. And for those who are watching the replay, do not miss the opportunity of reaching out using the links these people have left underneath the video and make yourself known to them. Until next week, take care. Best wishes from Thailand.
Take care. Everybody keep